On our left, we have three buttons. We have the introduction, the play button, and the website. The introduction will show you the storyline for the beginning of the game and get you accustomed to the game. The play button will allow you to jump right in and start playing. The website button below that will take you to the website. Welcome to the town of New Hope. In this town, you have a chapel, a store, a bazaar, and a pit, along with a monk. The monk and the chapel are off to the right. The monk is the person that will be giving you the quest to play the game. He will be requiring missions of you down into the depths below to defeat the Necromancer. Inside the chapel, as we will soon see as we walk close, you will see gates. As you proceed down in the depths, every 5 levels you make will open a new gate and turn it blue, thus allowing you to travel to that point as soon as you want to. Simply join the game again and travel through the gate. As of now, we don't have any open gates, so we can't travel through. Outside, we see the light above. That light is keeping the baddies away from you. The monk next to us is praying and keeping that light going. If you approach the monk, if you do not currently have a quest, he will offer you a quest. He will read it to you slowly. And in this quest, we see he has 10 monsters he wishes you to destroy on level 1. The level will matter on some quests and some it won't. Simply accept. We see now we have quest accepted. Let's walk over to the store so we can have a quick tour of that and get you accustomed to buying and selling items. Simply walk into the store and turn to face the lady behind the counter. Click yes. Then say we want armor, for example. We click armor and head. Now we see all the head pieces available at our current level or around our current level. This is a level 4 item. As we can see, it's decrepit copper helm. Its max armor 4.8. It's a level 4. Since it's decrepit, that means this item is reduced by 75% in its strength. Now we go back and we're going to weapons and axes. Here's an axe, which is decrepit hardy axe. That means it'll add 2 health and 2 health again. It is level 1, but it is decrepit, so 75% of its stats are lost. Here the story is read out to you. And again, the decrepit is the condition. It can be all the way up to angelic, which gives bonuses to all of its stats. That is really the key to the game as far as items, is the condition it is in and the bonus name it has. Let's look at potions. Here you buy health potions. Most other potions are gotten from monsters below. You'll see the small health potions and the prices as they go up. The larger, the more expensive. To sell items, click on sell, click done, walk in and move items into the sell area. Drop them and it will tell you how much it will pay for them, usually at a much reduced price as you buying them. Let's now go back to the game by clicking on exit in the store area. Now we see the lady that sells the items. We are leaving. We're going to walk over to the bazaar. The bazaar is a place where you'll be able to buy very powerful items for real money. If you would like to have skills that are gotten in the game but very hard to find, you can purchase them to save yourself the time here. You still have to level them up, but at least you'll have access to them. You'll also be able to find armors and items here that are much easier to purchase here than to find and collect below, if time is of the essence. Now, the last place we will go is the grave, where your daughter and your wife were buried. Would you like to descend? Yes. Now we will play the game. Now the tutorial is going to go over the gameplay aspect, so we're going to walk down the ladder. Click yes after approaching the ladder and we'll climb down. The first thing you'll see is an introductory movie for the level. You'll see the fetid corpse here. This is the first level mid-boss. He's very simple. The blue name shows you that. Red ones will mean they're very hard and in-level bosses, which are every 5 levels after the 4th level. Now we're entering the Charnel House, sub-level 1. We'll start here. I'm going to step away from the doorway because at the ladder area it'll ask if you want to go up again. Looks like we see a zombie coming in. Let's go to our menu. Looks like we have some points to spend. That means we leveled up. So we have some points. To add points, we simply drag from the points bar in the skills menu to the skill we want to add points to. Green skills have to be socketed to accept points. We'll show you here. Click skills at the bottom. On the left we see all the skills, the skill tree itself. These are tiered skill sets. Each tier requires a certain level and a certain number of points below it. If you click on a skill, it shows you this, the definition of the skill. This is self-detonation. It does a bunch of damage around you, it costs a certain amount of energy, and increases a bit for each point you put into the skill. Now let's click skills again, and let's see if we can go ahead and add some points. So I'll drag points from the points bar to the skill I wish to add it to, which is healing. So go ahead and add the points, and now I can heal. So I'll drag that over to my action bar and drop it right there. Now we can heal in the game. There's a special type of skill called pickup skills. These are specials. You can drag and drop them to the green. Drop them in there. If you want to trade them out, just drag and drop them, and they'll trade out. We're going to drop a skill point in it so we can use it, and we'll look at it. This is an incendiary device. So in other words, it throws a bomb. What we'll do is go back to our skills, drag the bomb over to our action bar, and that will allow us to use it while we're fighting. Let's go over some more menu stuff while we're here, though. Let's go to the char. This is the character. What you see in front of you is your loadout, your weapons, and your armor. On the right side, you see that right side, and the left side, you have your arms down to your hands, and your legs. You have upper arm, lower arm, and hand, and then your shield. Then you have upper leg, lower leg, foot. That's left and right on both sides. And that does matter. You buy left and you buy right items. If you're ever wondering what they are, you can always click on them to find out. So let's go to create. Why don't we make something? Let's take a schematic. This is a blue map. It's a schematic of how to make a decrepit linen helm. It's a very bad item, but it allows you to make things out of items. So let's take it and drop it in the create area. First thing you'll notice is I put it in the schematic area. You can store your schematics here to save space in your inventory. But we're going to make some. So drop the schematic we want to create next to create, and we need to look at it. And at the bottom it tells the materials we need to create it. It says 20 linen. So let's go back to create. Let's drag the 20 over and drop them. Let's click create. Now we created our helm on the bottom right with exactly 20 linen. You need to split your stack to make the correct amount. There's the decrepit linen helm. Let's go to the character and go ahead and put it on. The thing is, we already have one of these on, so it won't actually change our character, but it shows you how to drag and drop onto the character. And as you see, it flipped out the items. Now, something you can do with items is actually disassemble them. So let's click on the thing we just made and disassemble it, or trashing it. Let's disassemble it, though. And here we go. We have 2 linen that came out of the 20 linen we used to make that. It's because you don't get back everything you put into it. That's how the creation system works: gathering schematics and gathering materials and creating them. Now, if you want to split something, you drop it on the split stack, and then it allows you to split it, and I'll split them into 1 each here, or drag and drop and combine them again. Very simple. The last button next to split stack is the quest button. If you click on it, it tells you the current quest you're on and what you need to do. Just click again or press again, and then you won't have to worry about it anymore, and you go back to the game by clicking on the X in the top right hand side. Now let's fight. We see a zombie coming in here. These are low-level zombies. They're unnamed. There are lots of them. This is the first level, so it's not that hard to fight them. Let's get up close to him, and I'll block his first shot by clicking my shield before he hits me. Now I'll swing my sword, and I'll pull my shield up again to block his next attack, so I can take lots of damage off of his hit. And that's how you fight. Or I can pull back, and I can hold down the holy bolt button and let go. Holding it down makes a bigger bolt. Letting it go fires off the bolt. Or I can click and fire quickly by pressing it fast. There's the big one, and I'll just fire some small ones. That means, I can miss and not lose as much time, or I could go for a big shot and hope I hit. Let's use that special ability, Bomb, which is really powerful right now, because we're in debug mode. But that's going to blow everything up, basically, by tossing bombs into the room. There's all sorts of special abilities, like trap and whatnot. But as you see on the ground, now we have the smoldering mess that was the zombie. They're created by the Necromancer, and he uses lots of green goo to do that. So let's go up to one and loot it. Some don't have loot, some do. If they have loot and you approach it, you'll have a loot button pop up like that. Click on the loot button. What we see here is we have a couple energy potions and a healing potion. Click on them, and we'll click on the menu to go to see where they went, and they dropped in our inventory. Now we can drag and drop these to our action bar to use them while we're fighting. Just drag them up and drop them, and then exit by pressing the red X. Now I'll use both the mana potions, or energy potions, real quickly, and I've used them both, and here they are, filling my energy up. Let's walk around a bit, and get to a door. There are lots of kinds of doors in the game. This one's able to be broken down, so I'll just get up close to it and hack away until it breaks and release the zombies behind it. And then we return to the usual fighting. And we'll go through and just hack these guys down because they're level 1 and they're very weak. Later in the road, you're probably going to block your shots, freeze them, stun them, blow them up, set traps for them, or do whatever you wish to do with your skills. There's so many choices. The last thing I'll show you is the town portal spell. You press it, and then click yes that you're ready to go to the level will select, and it will take you back home. And there we have it, the end of this tutorial. Enjoy playing, and thank you.